Welcome back to the channel. I've had a 2-week break in Kenya, which has been lovely. Thanks for being here. Remember to like and subscribe. I've been in Kenya and I want to talk to you guys a little bit about how you know when you should learn a language or not. Because after my experience in Kenya, I learned a bit of Swahili. I say a bit, and I mean a bit. Very little. I learned more or less 30 words. I learned how to say, my name is, you are donkey, there is no lion. Silly things like that, just to make people laugh and just to interact with them, because language learning can really do that. Even if you just speak a little bit, learn a tiny bit of the language, you can really connect with the locals and it transforms your trip. The amount of smiles and laughs that myself and my brother as well got, he was learning a bit of Swahili too, interacting with the local people, the kids as well in particular. They cry with laughter, they think it's hilarious. The Mzungu, which is what white people are called there, the Mzungu would be speaking Swahili, they find it so funny. So it's a great way to open up and connect with other people. But I want to talk about, how do you know if you really want to learn a language? Because when I was there, I was like, right, I'm going to come back to England, I'm going to learn Swahili for sure. And I might do still. But since coming back, I've kind of realized, I don't quite have the desire. I've not got that burning desire that you really need if you want to speak a foreign language fluently. You've got to really want to. And I've not quite got that for Swahili. When I was there, I was motivated, and if I lived in Kenya, of course I would learn it. If I went to Kenya, regularly, every year or so, I would learn it for sure. But because I don't live in Kenya and I don't go there often, I don't know when I'll go back there next. Do I really want to learn Swahili? Do I have that burning desire? No, I don't. So this is what I want to remind you guys of. Before you start learning a language, before you start dabbling in a language for a couple of weeks and then dropping it and trying to pick it up again and getting frustrated, why am I not learning this? Chances are you don't. That scared me, and that was a bird. I thought someone was saying shut up. I lost my train of thought now. Thanks, bird. You ruined this video. Unbelievable. You've got to have a burning desire, guys. You've got to really want to learn the foreign language. So what I suggest and what I require, actually, before I take clients on, I speak to them. You can book a free call with me if you want to speak about language learning. And if you're interested, if you think you want to learn French, Spanish, Italian or Brazilian Portuguese, and you quite fancy learning with me, book a free call with me first, and I'll go through some questions with you, just asking why you want to, and make sure you're dedicated and motivated enough, because you've got to have at least 3 solid reasons. If I speak to someone and they can't come up with these 3 reasons, and I'm like, I don't know, I don't reject them straight away. I don't say, you can't learn Spanish with me or whatever. I just ask them, go away and think a little bit more. Look into the culture. Look into the music. Think about, can you visualize yourself speaking that language? Can you mentally picture you speaking that language fluently, going to Spain, speaking it in the bars and restaurants, having Spanish friends, really using and living the language? Can you visualize yourself doing that? How does it make you feel when you do that? And research a little bit into the culture of the language, because language and culture are not separate. I'll make a separate video talking about this, but the language and the culture are not separate. So make sure you've got 3 strong reasons to learn. For me, when I was deciding whether or not to learn Malay, I asked myself this question. I was like, do I really want to learn Malay? And I made myself write down 3 strong reasons to learn it. I loved the people when I went to Malaysia. I really liked the people. They're really nice, really friendly. So that was a good reason. to learn it because I'd already experienced the culture. I love the food as well. The food in Malaysia is great. So I knew I was going to go back to Malaysia in the future. I didn't know when, but I knew I'd go back. And the third reason was because my brother speaks Malay. He lived in Malaysia for 3 years, so speaks fluent Malay, speaks really, really good. And I thought, how cool would that be to be able to speak to my brother in secret without my family being able to understand anything? It's just a really fun and cool thing to do. And also the reactions I saw my brother getting when he would speak Malay to people, like they were so shocked that a white person was speaking such good Malay, and they're really, man, your experience changes so much when you speak a foreign language in the country, and especially when they're not expecting it. It's the coolest thing ever. So yeah, make sure you got 3 good reasons, guys. 3 strong reasons that make you feel excited to be fluent in the language. Visualize yourself first speaking that language. Try and imagine what it would feel like going to the country, and make sure you've got those 3 strong reasons, and then start learning. I don't have those for Swahili. So I know at the moment it might be one of those languages that go on the back burner. I like the people, the language is cool, but I've not quite got that 3rd reason. I've not quite got that burning desire to learn it. So it might go on the back burner for a while. I might pick it up in the future, but at the moment it doesn't qualify. Write down your 3 reasons to learn. Let me know in the comments, what are the 3 reasons you are learning the language you're currently learning, or the language you want to start learning. Thanks for being here. Like, subscribe, and remember, go and visit my website, laybacklanguages.com. Thanks guys, take care, God bless.